Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I am driving a 1990 Volkswagen Corrado G60. Up front is a 1.8 liter supercharged inline 4 and down below is a 5-speed manual transmission. Now I am super excited to be driving this here G60 Corrado for a couple of reasons. First of all, I think these things are really weird, really unique, and I love that. But the second reason is the fact that this is the G60, meaning it is supercharged. So we'll be talking about that today. But before we get on to anything else, I have a website, zackpradel.com, where you can buy stickers like this retro sticker pack available. You could also submit your own vehicle to be reviewed by me through a quick and easy submission form. And you could read my behind the scenes blog to see what I'm filming before it comes out on the channel. But let's get back to that 1.8 liter supercharged inline 4. Well, it only makes about 158 horsepower. It's nothing really too crazy. However, you get to tell people that it is in fact supercharged. And later, some Corrados did come with the VR6, the 6-cylinder from Volkswagen, which is absolutely fantastic. Driving the G60, you really start to feel it up top. Down low, it doesn't really feel good, but it sort of has that momentum build once you start revving it out, which is fun. It's definitely weird to be driving a supercharged 4-cylinder. I think I can only think of 1 or 2 cars that I've reviewed that have been in this configuration. And this 1.8 liter supercharged inline 4 was actually specific to the Corrado, which is kind of interesting. Here we go. It's not fast, but it's kind of fun. Like I said, paired to it is a 5-speed manual transmission. The clutch is a little weird. It's pretty light, but the shifting throw, to me, feels really good. It's sort of loose in the middle, but once it goes into the gate, it really grabs it. And I absolutely love that feeling. And just because we're on a twisty road here, the Corrado really feels nice in the corners, which is just fantastic. Last but not least, of course, the Corrado is front-wheel drive. So let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have 3 main gauges. On the left is my coolant temperature, fuel, and digital clock. In the center is my speedometer, and on the right is my tachometer in tens, not single digits, like in most other cars. Kind of interesting. The steering wheel has since been changed out with a Momo steering wheel, which looks and feels fantastic. It's a little bit small, but the owner, Jeff, has longer legs, and so it was actually a very useful mod. Off to the left, I have a climate control vent, my interior lights, and things like that, but I also have this little sticker. This is not a button, it just says unleaded only. That's it. That's all it's telling you. Off to the left and sort of under the dash, there's this little button. The Corrado actually has active aero on the back. Now it's really slow, but the wing will come up. I don't know how much downforce this will really add, but I guess it does. On the door, I do have power mirrors and my power windows, but they're very vertical. They're vertically up against the door, which gives my left knee plenty of space to play around, which I really like. Moving into the center, I have my fog light switch and rear defroster, as well as my vents and the stock Volkswagen radio, which actually does come with an auto-reversing tape deck. Kind of nice there. The climate controls are super basic. Fan speed, which is 1.2, defroster 4. Kind of weird. Temperature, and of course where to send it. I get an ashtray and cigarette lighter, a big cubby, and then we move down to the shifter. The shifter, like I said, feels great, but also looks fantastic. I think Volkswagen really hit it out of the park in terms of looks with this. And it says Carmen down at the bottom. Really like that. Then I get a handbrake, and that finishes out the interior, meaning the Volkswagen Corrado G60 fails the big friggin' bottle test on the fact that it does not have cup holders. Now we gotta talk about the seats. Of course, with the seats, we do get power seat belts, automatic seat belts, which is fantastic, and something that 80s and 90s cars were kind of known for. I'm actually putting together a mini documentary about power seat belts, if you'd like to watch that. You could also find heated seats in the Corrado. That was an option, however, this one does not have it. But speaking of seats, we do have back seats. The back seats are not very spacious. I would not want to be sat back there, and I don't think anyone else would either. But with the cargo space, you have to remember that the Corrado is in fact a hatchback, which offers plenty of rear hatch space, which is really nice. Now we gotta talk about the looks, and this is where the unconventionalness starts to really leak out. This Corrado is strange. It doesn't really look like other Volkswagen products. However, it has mixes of like Mark III, Mark IV, Jetta, GTI, and the headlights, I can see that. But overall, this doesn't really look like anything else that Volkswagen has ever made. It's not like anything else that Volkswagen has ever made, period. Also with the exterior, I wanted to point out these wheels. They are Corrado specific. They're a little bit of a rare Corrado wheel setup as well, and I think they look fantastic and super period correct. And so let's roll that into my final thoughts. This did not sell well. The Corrado did not sell well at all. Not a lot of people bought it because at the time, this was not only Volkswagen's most expensive vehicle at around $40,000 adjusted for today, but I don't think many people really knew what it was. Is it a grand touring luxury coupe? Well, it doesn't quite have the features or engine for that. I would want a 6-cylinder at least, or an 8. For something luxurious like that. Is it a sports car? It's not quite a sports car either. So what is this thing? I don't quite know, and I'm driving it right now and I don't even know what this thing is. It's just this weird crossroad that Volkswagen produced. It came with a weird supercharged engine. How weird is that? It was a front wheel drive coupe, but it wasn't the GTI. They already had the GTI. If you wanted a front wheel drive coupe hatch, just buy the GTI. Volkswagen also had the Audi division, so if you wanted to pay a lot for a Volkswagen, just get the Audi and you get the nicer badge. So who is this car made for? Who is this car designed for? What was the purpose of this car? I don't know, but I am really, really enjoying it. Now in the secondhand market, when these are affordable, they're quirky, unique, and different. Everyone has had a GTI. Everyone's driven a GTI, but a Corrado, that's something different. And different is fun. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Jeff for letting me take out his G60 Corrado. This thing is absolutely awesome. I'm so glad I was able to have the opportunity to drive this, and that is all thank you to Jeff. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.